It is the SMT Media Network. In today's video on the association, we're going to talk the Jimmy Butler trade. We've got all the details on the actual transaction, all the teams involved, all the picks that are involved, the players. All right, now we know everything. It's been disclosed. And then some details about the way things played out and actually where Jimmy almost went to or where he was trying to go to. So let's talk about it here today in this video. Like and share, please. Subscribe if you're new here, and don't forget to turn on the bell notifications so you never miss an upload from the SMT Media Network. All right, so the Warriors and the Heat made this deal happen as the Warriors are sending Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, and a top 10 protected 2025 first-round pick to the Miami Heat. Also involved in the transaction, Dennis Schroeder gets shipped off by the Warriors over to the Utah Jazz. Utah then will ship forward PJ Tucker back to Miami, who I think he played there a few years ago. There are some additional pieces in the trade. Lindy Waters will go from the Warriors to the Pistons, and then Josh Richardson goes from the Miami Heat to the Detroit Pistons. All right, so that kind of puts a bow on the trade and all the elements that are involved with it. Now, where things get really interesting is where Jimmy Butler actually wanted to go, which according to reports was the Phoenix Suns. The issue, or the snag, appeared to have been the structure of a no-trade clause that I guess is connected to the Bradley Beal contract. So it was supposed to be Kevin Durant and Jimmy Butler and Devin Booker in Phoenix. But that wasn't able to be facilitated because of the structure of the no-trade clause and that of Bradley Beal. For any reason outside of that, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of monetary piece to this. Butler is going to go ahead and decline his $52 million option for next season, and he's going to sign a new 2-year deal valued at $111 million, which takes it through the 2027 season that he'll probably still be with Golden State. In my opinion, this is my opinion, just cover the news. My opinion. The Warriors are desperate. Jimmy Butler is in the back half of his career. Still a good player, but he's clearly in the back half of his career. Him going to the Warriors doesn't necessarily make you a contender. There's going to be more moves you're going to have to make to get past the Thunder, Grizzlies, Rockets, Nuggets, Lakers, whoever. You know what I mean? Like what you have a 35 or a 36-year-old Steph Curry. You have Draymond Green. You got some nice pieces, Kuminga and all those things, but you're not competing for a championship just because you got Jimmy Butler. He's not that kind of player anymore. The construction of your roster doesn't indicate that all of a sudden you're going to be world-beating defenders and you're going to be scorching offense of the league. You know, this ain't the Splash Brothers of 2016, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know, it's just not that kind of team. Giving him all that money, I think, is a problem, in my opinion. Like, he was set to make 52. Now he's going to be closer to, $55 million a year? So he's getting a raise, and he's getting 2 guaranteed years. Who the hell was going to give him this money? Not Miami. I don't think anybody was. The Warriors actually look desperate, in my opinion. I think they were foolish for the way they structured this deal and did that re-sign. Their work is not done. They're going to have to bring someone else or make a couple of moves. They're just desperate. They're desperate to look like they're doing something for Steph Curry here in the twilight of his career. This isn't a great trade, in my opinion. I don't think it's a great contract. Good for Jimmy. He got a little bit more money than what was guaranteed to him and in the amount per year, so he's probably happy. He gets to play with Steph Curry, which might be fun for him, but I think his end game was Phoenix. He probably felt like him going there enhanced their ability to win a championship. No guarantee of that, of course. We've seen tons of stars go to teams and nothing happens. Kevin Durant in Brooklyn with Kyrie and Harden. You know, some of the stuff we've seen in Philadelphia with those teams and those constructs. And then now with Phoenix, there's no guarantee that anybody's winning a finals. You look at the guys who are winning games and competing at the top of the standings right now. They're teams with young cores who have been homegrown rosters that have been, built and constructed to compete for multiple years. You look at what the Cavs have done. You look at what the Celtics have done. A bulk of what they've done has been through a core that they drafted. You look out west, it's the same case. There's no guarantee that this is going to lead to any success for the Warriors. My opinion, they just look desperate. And I'm just kind of glad that Jimmy is no longer in Miami, because that was just bad for the league, bad for his image, bad for the Heat. It was just all bad. So moving on, hopefully he, it brings his joy back, whatever, and he gets his hair done and everything's cool.